Hello, 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 and welcome back to another episode of Kingdom Maker with me, Mr. Gill. Thank you so much for joining me, and thank you so much for all of your previous views, likes, comments, suggestions, subscriptions, and all of that jazz. Ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to be talking about the temple. You might have noticed, if you're paying attention, that my power has jumped considerably in the last day or two, and that is because I have taken on the role of Temple Keeper. A Temple Keeper is effectively a role within the alliance that can be assigned by your alliance leader. Every alliance can have one temple keeper. That temple keeper is then in charge of building, upgrading the temple, and casting spells, etc., etc. So, the temple is relatively easy to build. You can see we're currently at Alliance Temple 31. So when you first build it, you will need some materials. Those materials you get by crafting in the blacksmith. If we pop down to materials here, we can see temple brick, temple block, and temple slab. As you progress the temple itself up certain levels, you know what I'm trying to say, you will need more of the more expensive materials. These roughly cost pretty much just stone. 500 for a temple brick, 5,000 for a block, and 50,000 for a slab. Your alliance members are able to tribute those items to you, so it is best to get everybody involved, building as many of the bricks to start, followed then by slabs and the blocks as you progress the temple's age. We can currently see now, no we can't, one second, let's just speed that up wherever we were building. Bam. That's not it, let's research where we were building. Here, down here, like I saw. Done. Out of the way, thank you very much. Okay, we can currently see now that to upgrade the temple to level 32, we will need 74 of the brick, 46 of the slab, and 6 of the stone or block or whatever it's called. So we are unable to do it as yet. You will notice that the massive amounts of power, so this will just give me 100, whatever it is, 100,000 power. It is quite considerable leaps in power each time you do this, an upgrade. As I said, that's why I seem to have quite a lot more power than I did 2 to 3 days ago. This power sits as city power. It sits there, yeah, so that is what it affects. It doesn't affect military power, land power, research power, or family power. It does affect your city power. That's the thing that changes when you have the temple. Now, once you have the temple, obviously, you can start charging the spells. Okay, there are 7 spells in total. 4 of these spells affect your alliance members, and 3 of these spells can be used to affect your enemies. The first spell, very easy to get, is Bountiful Harvest. You only need temple level 1 in order to have this, to charge it and to cast it. Charging spells is relatively easy. Basically, your alliance members pop them to hell. Poop. Sorry. Basically, your alliance members pop themselves into one of these slots, and then every kill they get against orc camps, etc., and stuff like that. I think it's against PvP as well. Yeah, every kill you get in battle. So yeah, even PvP counts against this and will charge this spell up. That is then ranked in the leader section here. You can see this is how many points I've got charging up the spells this week. This resets every Monday at kind of UTC time or whatever that is. This doesn't do anything. All this does is show up as your prestige here. And that just shows you're kind of active within the alliance. So I guess if a alliance leader is looking and they can see that somebody has done 0, then maybe they might be dropping them a line and saying, can you start helping a little bit more? So the first spell is Bountiful Harvest. As you increase this each level, so once it is charged to level 5, we can then cast this spell. Once it is at level 5, we can then increase it more. But sorry, once it is at, say, level 1, we can then, once we've charged it and then we recharge it, that will increase the level of it. There is a max level, of course, which is level 5 for this spell here, and there is a cooldown of 1 week and a duration of 1 week. But basically, this one is kind of useful, but pretty useless. I mean, we will need it towards the end. I don't know. We haven't really been casting this one a lot. The second one is Strength of Numbers, and again, this only goes up to level 5. But this will basically give you increased march speed, which is pretty useful. Third one is Warhorn. This is a pretty good one. This is definitely something you want to cast if you're about to go into battle with various enemies. This will give you faster march speed, but it'll also increase your DPS, or damage per second, which is a useful thing to have an extra 30% damage per second against an enemy. Fortune's Light, which will increase the amount of drops and drop chances. So when you attack camps and stuff like that, all those things that drop, this will give you a better chance of getting good ones. Dark Omen will reduce the morale in a target city. So this is only cast on one city as far as I can tell, and it will reduce the morale there, which might mean that the target has less morale, might not be able to attack, is doing less protection, etc. If you want to know more about morale, go and look at a video I did on morale. Plague, this will affect all nobles in a city and will prevent any action, so the nobles will just be kind of stuck. They're not going to be able to do things. This is quite a good one. I like this one. This one is currently the one we've just opened at level 30, so we are currently charging it right now. And then Salt the Earth, which requires temple level 40. This one will reduce the production of stone, wood, silver, and silver for all cities in an entire county, which is a pretty cool one. Obviously, these levels, or these things, this requires temple level 30. To get temple level 30, obviously you need to be able to increase it yourself. That means you need certain amounts of things, and that means your level needs to be going up as well. So you have to have somebody who's high enough level in order to do this, which is why I took over the Temple Keeper role. The previous Temple Keeper wasn't high enough level to keep on upgrading this at the rate we needed. I think that's about all for temples. Make sure that you keep on crafting all the materials, sending them to your Temple Keeper. Whoops, like I saw. What all my focus is on now is upgrading this baby, so we're just going to need more stuff. But otherwise, yeah, Temple, it's pretty cool, pretty useful. I mean, we can cast a spell right now if you'd like, just so you can see. Let's definitely cast. What do we cast? Let's cast this one, I guess. Cast at level 5. There we go. So now we've got some Bountiful Harvest going on, which will increase our food production. Yeah, which is kind of okay. You know. Everybody should get more food now. It'll take us a little while to charge this back up to level 5, but you know, it'll be alright. It'll be alright. Okay, thanks for watching. It's kind of a weird video. I had a lot to say, and then I was like, and how do we finish this? We don't. We just kind of stumble off into the dark. So, thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you next time. Cheers. Bye.